What does success mean to you? As defined by the English dictionary, success means to attain wealth, prosperity, and/or fame. Waigtwa Julie John Rasquez. Hello everyone, my name is Julie. I am from the Secwepemc Nation. My parents are Helen and Narcisse John. My grandparents, Honora Anthony from Nisconlith, and Raymond Narcisse from the Adams Lake Indian Band. I would like to share with you my story as an Indigenous female entrepreneur, my challenges, and what success means to me. I am a proud mom of 3 amazing boys, Devin, age 23, Darian, 16, and Bruce, age 12. My children are my why. They are the reason why I keep pushing when I feel like giving up. I want to be the best me possible so I can teach them to do the same. As a little girl, I always dreamed of myself becoming a businesswoman. At that time, I didn't know what kind of business. I just pictured a woman dressed in business attire, traveling all over the world, going to business meetings. Envisioning a woman dressed in a business suit, I pictured success. As I grew up, this dream soon disappeared, and life happened. By the age of 15, I started to drink. When I drank, I became this girl who I thought I always wanted to be, somebody who could talk without fear, somebody who I thought was fun and outgoing. When I wasn't drinking, I was a shy, quiet girl, somebody with no self-confidence, no self-love. At a young age, I got pregnant. I graduated high school. I was 7 months pregnant. I remember when I was younger, promising myself, if I ever have kids, I'm never going to drink. This promise didn't last. My son was around a year old. I started to drink again. My life spiraled out of control. Years later, and 3 children later, I got introduced to entrepreneurship. I attended a 6-week program called Aboriginal Best. Prior to this, I didn't even know what the word entrepreneur meant. When I did this program, I came up with my first business idea. I went to our band, I pitched the idea, and before you know it, I was opening the doors to my very first business, Brown Sugar's Cafe. This venture was short-lived. It lasted about a year, and then I was asked to close my shop. Sales were low, but I know my addiction played a huge part in the failure of my first business. The band, my business partner at the time, asked me to close my shop. With great shame, embarrassment, and feeling like a failure, I closed the doors. If this wasn't enough devastation, I got a call from my sister. She said, "Julie, if you don't smarten up, you're going to lose your kids." I was so angry to hear this from her. I was just drinking with her the night before. But remembering my kids are my everything, 10 years ago, I made the best decision of my life. I quit drinking. After a bout of depression and living like a hermit, I finally got myself up, got myself a job. After working a while, I knew I wanted change. I went back to school. I did my Events and Convention Management Diploma program at Thompson Rivers University. I created my second business called Be Inspired Events and Event Planning, which I still run today. After my program and graduation, I laddered into the Bachelor Tourism Management program. I majored in entrepreneurship and a minor in marketing. I created my third business called Eagle Eye Gifts. I opened downtown Kamloops while finishing my education. This business was a huge learning curve for me. I learned so many lessons. It challenged me more than ever to step out of my comfort zone. And for the first time, I learned how to ask for help. While running this business and the decision to move locations, I got the most terrifying news I could possibly imagine. As I was busy setting up my new shop, I got several missed calls from my mom. When I finally realized, I called her right back. On the phone, she was crying so hard, she couldn't even talk. I immediately knew something was wrong, and I was so scared to hear the news. The police officer who was with her at that time got on the phone. He told me what had happened. He said my younger brother, Kevin, overdosed on fentanyl and died. My heart immediately broke into a million pieces. When I got back home from Kamloops to Chase, I got a call from my friend. She asked if I had heard the news. I said, yes, I did. She continued to tell me my friend Nancy had passed. I said, no, it was my brother Kevin. She kept saying, no, Nancy. She committed suicide and died. On the same day, I not only lost my younger brother, I lost my best friend, my sister, Nancy. I was in complete shock, and I didn't know how I could live life without them. As life must go on as an entrepreneur, I had no option but to keep running my shop. Summer came, forest fires everywhere, sales were down, and stress was at its highest. Grief and bills piling up, I decided to close my shop. This wasn't a hard decision, it was a huge relief. Not long after, I had an opportunity to go back to school. To keep my mind busy and to honor my brother, I applied and got accepted into the EMBA program at Simon Fraser University. I'm currently in my last year doing my capstone project, which I will complete and present October 2019. My story, my ceremony, is a beautiful creation. Even through the hard times and messiness, the hardships and challenges, they are to be remembered as ceremony. The lessons learned along the way are my sacred gifts, and each had a higher purpose, and as any ceremony, they are to be honored. Because in those moments, made me stronger and grew me into the woman I am today. So to wrap up my story, I want you to think of your own inner child. What did you dream of becoming? What did you envision? We were each given gifts by our Creator as children, and it's up to us to nurture those seeds that were planted in us. A thought, a dream, a vision, gentle nudges that never go away. Dreams that we often keep too safe, but now it's time. Time to honor our gifts and to be courageous enough to share our gifts. Success is not defined by money, but success to me is being able to grow through life's challenges and come out the other side braver than we could possibly think. With a determination to keep on succeeding and supporting one another to do the same. Thank you.